Good morning. Day number 22. The days just keep going forward. I didn't end up making another video yesterday. I made a short, so I counted that as my second one for yesterday. I just got busy with things and going grocery shopping and doing schoolwork and making dinner, and then me and my kids finally finished the Alien franchise last night with Resurrection, which was really good. A lot of people said that was the worst one, but we liked it. We thought it was really good. Really weird, too, with the whole resurrection thing. They were cloning, and I still don't know what I think about cloning. I mean, are they really cloning? It's really hard to tell. A lot of movies now is about cloning. I mean, they even went that direction with Jurassic Park. I think it was, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom? Cloning. I mean, of course, cloning dinosaurs, but they went as far as cloning humans. Sorry, I'm not trying to get on a rant about cloning, but I just thought about it. And then, before I move on, the sixth day with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, God created man on the sixth day. I find that all really strange, and never know. Don't know. Anyway, but yeah, so we really liked it. Yeah, finally done with the Alien franchise. Now we can move on to other things. But so yeah, I got kind of busy yesterday, and I wasn't able to make another video, which is all right. But so I came across a quote. It's very important. It said, "Quitting drugs and alcohol is about so much more than simply stopping drugs and alcohol. It is. I mean, that's just the beginning. I mean, there's so much more that comes after once you quit. So much more. You just got to get through that first hurdle of quitting. And I know it's rough going through the quitting stage and, changing your lifestyle, and especially when it becomes such a part of your daily life. Like, especially drinking. I mean, both drugs and alcohol. I mean, they become part of your daily life, and just everything you do revolves around it. Celebrating your birthday, watching a movie, reading a book, you're having a glass of wine, or you're drinking, or, it just becomes ingrained in your daily activities. And it's so hard to break free because I've said before, you're so used to doing it with everything. And so it's really hard to break free from that, because then you got to find out what do you do when you're not doing it? How are you going to enjoy this without it? And but like I said, through my experience, I enjoy things more now. Once you get over that first hurdle, you learn to enjoy things naturally. And then you come to find out that they're more enjoyable without the stuff. Just takes time. Time to heal. And just like I said, just giving yourself time to adjust. Yeah, so there's so much more than just quitting altogether. You got to pick up the broken pieces. Pick up the broken pieces that, went along with it. People you hurt, things you did to yourself, stupid mistakes you did. It's all part of it. It takes time to heal. It takes time to get over that stuff. Trying to think, once I got away from it, it was just like, I gotta get my life back, Like I said, it comes with time. It's like a loss, You heal over time. It's painful at first. It's rough. It's hard. You're gonna have those days where you just feel broken. Some days it's okay to have that. Like I've had days where it's just like I'm just sad all day and I just let it out. Sometimes that's good. Sometimes you just need to let it out. It's okay to have those days. Sometimes I'll listen to music and I'll just think about things and I'll just, of course I do this in silence or in private, but I just let it out, get it out of me. It's okay to have those days every now and then. It's okay. Get it out of you and then put it aside and then keep moving forward. Sometimes, like I said, it's healthy to let it out sometimes. Because sometimes you just bottle in and then you snap and then you do worse things. So sometimes it's good to just let it flow. It's healthy to just have those days where you just, let it out. Because then afterwards you feel better. You're like, all right, I needed that. I needed to do that. It calms you down a little bit. And then, you move on. You can do that. Like I said, it's healthy if you can do it once and then just move on. Don't get stuck there. Don't, have those days where you're sad but it continues day after day. Don't, no. Like I said, get it out, cry, get it out of you, and then put it behind you. Don't be stuck there. Wipe away the tears and keep moving. Like I said, people can get stuck in that place. That's when it becomes dangerous and not healthy. So, like I said, have yourself a day sometimes and just let it out, but then move on. Move on. And you got to realize some things will never get put back together. That's another thing people get stuck on. They think they're gonna, things are gonna get put back the way they were. Sometimes it doesn't happen that way, and you got to accept that. That takes a strong mind as well. Not everything works out the way it used to, or the way the way we think it should. Sometimes God puts us through things and allows things to, allows us to lose things in life that is meant for our good. We don't understand it at the time, but God eventually reveals the reasons why. It's to help us grow, to teach us lessons. So yeah, accept that not everything's going to get put back together. Accept that, and that could help you move on and become better. Because there may be something better waiting for you. Always remember that. But yeah, quitting, it's a life change. You literally have to change your life, your habits, the people you talk to. Things change. But remember, when you're using and drinking and, got to remember that's not good and healthy. So the change you make is for the better, is to become healthier. It will get better. That's the thing. People think once they quit, they can't. It's like, trust me, I know the addiction. It's like you need it. You need it to, satisfy that pleasure, that feeling of, but that's the lie. That's the lie. That's the lie your body's telling yourself. You have to break free from that because it gets so much better. People think I can't change this, or I can't, break free of these people. I can't do that. I can't, leave these people behind, or I can't not stop talking to them. They're my friends. And you really realize who your friends are once you get sober. See who sticks around after you get sober. Those are your true friends. And if no one sticks around, make new friends. There's going to be better friends that come along that are more healthy for you. Yeah, so much more than just quitting. Your mental health. You got to mend those wounds. Got to heal your mind. Let time do the healing. Don't rush it. Let it take its course. And in doing so, you heal. It's painful, like I said. It's rough. But you come out stronger. It strengthens you. Trust me, it strengthens you. Excuse me. What I feel now compared to back then, I'm just, it's like I elevated. Breaking free from it, it's like one of the strongest things. People don't understand. People who haven't dealt with addiction have no idea. We're not weak. We're far from weak. And you got to forgive yourself. You got to say, hey, that was me. That's not me anymore. Yeah, I did this. You feel bad. Oh, I was so stupid for doing it. Yeah, you have. But it's not you anymore. Once you change and progress and grow, people will notice that. And if they see you making a change, you get forgiven. First off, God will forgive you right off the bat. You just got to ask Him. It begins with God. Ask for forgiveness. The rest will follow. Trust me. People will forgive you. You got to forgive yourself. Except you make some stupid decisions while under the influence. Take it from me. I've made a lot of them. But you got to forgive yourself. You got to tell yourself that's not who you are anymore. That's not who you're going to be anymore. And you have to discipline yourself daily. And then as you do it, it gets easier. I've said before, you got to go through the hard stuff first. But it gets easier. Replace distractions with influence. This is what's helped me. Influence. Read influential books, inspiring books. Listen to inspiring speakers, motivational speakers. I read this stuff and I listen to these things, and they really help. Replace distractions with influence. All the crap you did under the influence that wasn't, moving you forward, get that out of there. It's time to level up. Replace distractions with influence. Make it a habit to, listen to more people that influence you than bring you down, or that keep you in the same spot. That doesn't help. That a lot of people don't help you move forward. Those aren't the people you want in your life. Surround yourself with positive, people that, have goals as well. Not just want to be stuck. Very important. And you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in yourself and believe that you can do it. I mean, the power of human will goes a long way. You just have to dig deep and discover it. It's in all of us. God will give you that strength. Believe in yourself and ignore the negativity. Like I said, that negative, it's going to come. You got to ignore it. Got to be stronger than that. Because your best days are ahead of you. Once you give that up, like I said, there's so much more than quitting. There's, things you have to go through after you quit. It just doesn't end there once you quit. All the things I mentioned comes along with afterwards. Go through those things, and better days lie ahead. Trust me. The best days are ahead. Put all them negative days behind. All them bad days. All them, days of regret. Put it behind you. Think of the blessings that are coming. Can't give up. Don't give up. It's easy to do. It's easy to do. Don't give up. Keep fighting. I read a quote from C.S. Lewis. Since it is so likely that children will meet cruel enemies, let them at least have heard of brave knights and heroic courage. So decide today, are you going to be a brave knight? And show heroic courage? Yeah, it's time to dig deep and find that heroic courage. Speaking of C.S. Lewis, he was converted from an atheist to a Christian. And he quoted, I believe in Christianity as I believe that the sun has risen, not only because I see it, but because by it I see everything else. Yeah, once I start getting into the Bible and getting into, getting close to God, he revealed a lot of things to me. A lot of truths. A lot of truths about myself and about the world. And he gave me strength. Gave me strength. But yes, since it is so likely that children will meet cruel enemies, let them at least have heard of brave knights and heroic courage. The children, it's another thing comes along with quitting. If you're a parent in addiction, your children are watching, and they're being influenced. Become a brave knight. Show them heroic courage. Show them a better person. We have to teach them too. This is Leviticus chapter 10, 9 through 11. Do not drink wine or intoxicating drink, you nor your sons with you, when you go into the tabernacle of meeting, lest you die. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations, that you may distinguish between holy and unholy, and between unclean and clean, and that you may teach the children. Right there it tells us we must teach the children. You're an example. Be an example. Show them between clean and unclean, between holy and unholy. And that's what I try to do for my boys. I try to teach them a holy life, a clean life. Am I perfect? Absolutely not. I am not perfect. I'm a sinner, that deserves, or not deserves, but I'm a sinner that, begs for mercy. I ask God for forgiveness. By His grace, I am saved. I'm not perfect, but I try to be the example for my boys. And I try to teach them. A lot of kids, they grow up, sometimes you don't even have to say anything to your kids. It's by your actions, they follow. So, To my boys, I try to be that brave knight, show them heroic courage. And that, like I said, once that is something I replaced in my life with my old life. Like I said, once you get away, there's so much more than just quitting drugs and alcohol. That old life's behind me, and now I have new goals. I said before earlier, I said, you think, how am I going to do this, without this? How can I go about my daily life without? You will. And then new goals arise. Then you have new ambitions, new things you set your sights on. They replace the old you. Like I said, replace distractions with influence. Replace distractions with influence. So that's going to be it for today. I am way longer than my normal self. This is over 20 minutes. But like I said, I think this was an important message today. It needed to go this long. So if you're, like I said, in addiction, you keep fighting. You hang in there. You don't give up on yourself. Believe in yourself. There are better days ahead. You can do it. I hope everyone has a blessed day. Like I said, believe in yourself and don't give up. And with that, I'm out. We'll see you later. God bless.